3, I am back with a little something new. It's called Stretch the Sketch, and I'm showing you right there a sketch by Chanel Lane. There are a group of ladies, and I'll have all their links down in my description box below, that have joined up to do a little YouTube hop about taking a sketch and stretching it either into a double page layout that's not a 12 by 12, like any other size, but a 12 by 12. So it can be like a traveler's notebook, it could be like an art journal, maybe like an 8.5 by 11 or 9 by 12, or even Project Life. And that's what I chose today because I'm trying to get caught up on my Project Life, and I thought that would be a fun way to stretch the sketch, is using it for Project Life. So I've got some photos, and what I'm doing is I'm combining weeks 10 through 12, and I'm going to they're highlights. I have kind of found that I don't take as many day-to-day photos as I thought I did, honestly. I mainly just take photos of like special events or, just random things. So I've pulled out a old Studio Calico kit that happened to be from March, and of course this is in March, so I thought it'd be perfect. I've got photos of both of my boys at their awards assemblies, and then of course one of my dog, Pippa, during spring break, just hanging out on the back porch. So if you remember the sketch, there are like triangles on 3 sides going, kind of pointing into the photos. So I took a diamond shape punch, or it could be a square punch, and I have punched out from some paper from, I think it's my Hip Kit Club. They're just scripty writing, and I've taken the right side of each triangle, or no, the right side of the square, and cut a triangle so I can line up the shapes like in the sketch. And I wish my sewing machine was working, because I would have loved to sew through like the middle of each triangle. So I'm just layering a few of those up and putting it on my title card. I love that March word. Oh my gosh, those are like one of my favorite elements in some of the Studio Calico kits that I had picked up. So I like to adhere most of my rubber charms or rubber elements with the stapler. I really don't like to use liquid glue because it doesn't really stick, and then it gets just gross. I think I've said this before, I think a few times about rubber. And so I'm so I'm using these tiny thickers from the Paige Evans Pick Me Up collection to put weeks 10 through 12. Yeah. So I'm thinking I might add, because I do have a few other photos from these weeks that I'm going to do a second page, but I need to print those photos. I had already printed these, and so I just need to get caught up, so maybe I'll do a second edition, or if I'm not able to film it, then I'll go ahead and add it to like Instagram, and I'll have links to everything below. So I pulled out some leftover Pink Fresh Studio items from my Hip Kit Club kits, and I'm just embellishing. Now, okay, I jump around from card to card. I cannot just do one card at a time, because I see something and I'm like, oh, let me add it here, or wait, what do I want to add here? If I'm not feeling inspired on a particular card, then that's why I jump, because I'm like, okay, what do I do? And like I've said before, I struggle with Project Life, with embellishing on a smaller scale. I think I have this mentality where I have to embellish a lot, and on a 4x6 card or a 3x4 card, there's not space, especially since I have so many photos or on this layout. So I put a little label down, and then I've used some alphas to write out proud, and then I've got this chipboard piece, and it says never stop giving up, or I'm sorry, never stop looking up. And in the sketch there was another group of triangles that went up, so I took some cork pieces and that I happened to have that were like perfect shapes, like triangle wise, and so I put those on that card, and then you see me jumping to go ahead and work on the other card that I've got down there. And I think I add another label and then a wood veneer sticker that says "Oh My Heart," because she's adorable. And then I've got another wood veneer piece in the shape of a heart with like some blue grid print on it. And then I put that down on her other photo. And then to, again, to repeat and mimic the whole arrow I added a cork piece, like a thick cork piece. I think this is from One Canoe 2. I forget the collection, but it's older. And then I have some, in my little, like, thing that I'm digging through now, it's like a little bin. I have some random cork shapes that I had punched out and stamped on, and like other little shapes in there, just random pieces. And I added some pieces from there. And then I'm looking through some stickers and trying to figure out what to add. So I glue down these, the 3x4 card to a 4x6. And because the layout that I chose for my page protector is a 4x6. So that way it makes it easier just to slide through, into my little pocket. And then I'm going to glue this on. And it was bothering me because I didn't mind if the pink showed, but the floral was kind of throwing me off. So I glued that little, like a plain Project Life card. It has like very subtle, I don't know if it has check marks or little circles, but it's like a very subtle graph print. It's like a group of them. So I glued that down on my, on that card to cover it up a little bit. And then here I am with some triangles from an older Hip Kid Club, and I can't remember what collection this came from. It might be from One Canoe 2. I'm not sure. I pulled them, but I haven't added it yet. Let's see, and I'm going to add something to this card. It's a stamp from an old Studio Calico kit. It says, "You are capable of amazing things." My boys just did really, really well third quarter. Well, they did really well all year. They both managed to get straight A's, and my youngest for third quarter, he got a principal award or principal's list. I forget which one it is. And he made his AR goal. He's a mathlete. You have to get 100% on the 4 tests throughout the quarter. So he's gotten that every quarter so far. So they just amaze me every day, and I'm super proud. And and here I had put that my oldest, he got A honor roll, and he got something else, and I can't remember. I don't know if it's AR or he reached another goal, and I could not think of it for the life of me. So I just wrote some more just journaling about him, because I'll have to go back in and put, what other award he got. It was different, and I can't remember what it was, but the pictures of me and him, of my oldest, are in his school cafeteria. And he gets so embarrassed whenever I break out my phone, because he's in 7th grade and mom's there and super proud. And, he's just like, "Hurry up, Mom, hurry up." But, he definitely humors me and will take a picture, because I'm always like, I need to scrapbook it, or I'd like to, well, not need to, I want to scrapbook it. So they already know, they're not new, that Mommy, documents everything, but they're good sports. And I think I'm close to being done. I added some star cork pieces, and this is where I add some more arrows to kind of, again, mimic the sketch with the arrows that are pointing, to pictures, because since I don't have one picture, I have a bunch, so I'm kind of trying to draw your eyes to all of them, like the sketch. So once again, I will have all the links to all the ladies that are on the YouTube hop. Please go check out their videos and how their takes on the sketch, and how they were able to stretch it in different sizes and all that. And I think the only thing that I'm adding here is I punch a piece of that same scripty paper with my little pinked edge punch. And I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. She's in here with me, and she's just whining because she wants to get out. But if I were to lock her out, she'd whine to get in. So she's crazy. And so yeah, that's all I do is I cut it off and add it, because it felt like I needed to repeat some of the black and white up at the top. And then I carried it down to that card. So yeah, definitely check out my description box below. Here are the final pics. I had so much fun with this little series. Hopefully, I think there's talk of making it a regular thing. So be on the lookout for more videos with that, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again. Bye.